Hello, and welcome back to DooM WAD Travelogue. As usual, I'm Nick, and this is a show where we say, even though it's not a great idea to be going out yet, or ever. Listen, even before the whole global pandemic thing, I wasn't the biggest fan of going out in the first place. Just because we're not going out doesn't mean that we can't explore new and interesting spaces. We're just doing it in the form of the swath of community-built DooM WADs and level packs. At the start of the show, I'm going to be mentioning this until it happens. I am taking part in the Extra Life charity live stream video game marathons to support Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Long way of saying it. Short way is November 7th and 8th. I'm going to be doing back-to-back 12-hour live streams, 12 to midnight each day, noon to midnight each day. And during it, it's going to be a charity drive. Come by, watch, donate, participate. Just let people know about it. If you're watching this video on Twitch, this is a place where you're going to be able to come back to watch that. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I have the link to my Extra Life page below, where you'll learn everything about how to donate, how to watch, yada yada yada. So that's a cool thing. Look forward to that. I'm psyching myself up for that, and I'm saying it at the top of the show so I don't forget to say it, and because you should know about it and come by to check it out when it happens. Today, for this show, we are going back to Castlevania Simon's Destiny, which is a DooM WAD. That was rad last time. We got, I think, more than halfway, so let's just finish it up today, because I want to know what's at the end of this one. I'm really enjoying this one. So let's get into it. And right, the last sort of rule is we're here for the exploration, not for the challenge. So we play on the easiest difficulty, and if something gets really sort of head smashing against the wall difficult, or we get stuck, I have no problem just dropping into God mode or no clip or whatever it takes to get through and see the end. Button. There's that beautiful bean footage. Alright. How do we load games? Okay, we played, that was Entropy. Man, I love Conical. Don't remember what that was. Whis. It's Whis. It's Whis? Okay. We already got chain right spacing. You know, it's funny, I've been playing a lot of, and we have knives. I've been playing a lot of, Spelunky, and that is not as much a game about whip spacing as you might think, but surprisingly relevant. Okay, this guy's here. That guy's up there. I just want you to get... Did I get him? I think I got him. Grody. Oh, is this gonna... Why is it bubbling? Is this gonna hurt to touch? Okay. You know, you gotta age the blood in casks to really have the flavor seep out. No, I want the guy who will throw stuff to go away. Okay. Right, this is a jumping set. Ah! Ooh! Oh, this is bad. That hurt. I remember, what did we talk about last time, so I don't just say all of that again. I remember talking a lot last time about the candles and staring at the walls and how that actually divert your attention in a way that does not happen. You look like you could walk at any moment. That's spooky. Like, the candle whipping is in here. Love it. Very faithful. But in terms of how that sort of, like, functionally changes the gameplay and the way you interact with the world is... Is it like a Xenomorph? Listen, I don't know. It's just different. And I'm actually wondering... Like, you just think about it, and there's so many candles, because, like, you're getting little drips from every, You get a two... Oh. That's my friend who throws axes. Oh, can I whip the axes? That guy was cool. That's my take. He was cool. Oh, here, narrow choke point. He throws. He felt different from other enemies. So, okay. It's just like the amount of time we spend whipping candles, which means the amount of time that we spend staring at walls, like, it's not great. But just thinking about it, like, there is sort of a parallel we can call to, right? Half-Life games. Same thing. There are resources you regenerate. Regenerate? Recollect? Refill. How about refill? Resupply. That is done by staring at specific items that exist on walls. And it's the health stations, those, you know, the HEV chargers and the whatever. Like, so the idea of stare at a wall to resupply is not... It's not something unique that this candle thing is causing. But doing it in this candle style is a issue. Is it fair to call this an issue? It's a matter of pacing, right? Because we're spending so much. Really, that looks cracked to me. We're spending so... Also, why are these so much brighter? Well, because the stairs would have had to exist on a different sprite plane or something like that. It's, you know, whatever. Because each candle is a little drip of supply, we're spending a ton of time staring at the walls, right? Whereas the HEV suits, or the HEV chargers, will fill like half your health bar at once. It'll fill half your shield. It's one stop, one... Even though it is a longer event, it is a longer event, but it is a single event. And you have to remember that the event is not just like looking at the wall, but it is like lining up to aim at the thing on the wall, finding it on the wall, aiming at it, approaching it. Like, we're doing all of these steps of like acquiring the target with each individual candle, as opposed to doing it once and then just wait a little bit. And that's like, that's a way to sort of cut the busy work, you know? So if I were to make a change, like if I were to sort of like make a change for the sake of adaptation here, that might be what I do, is say, change it so that, instead of candles everywhere that do tiny drips of health and resources as we go, maybe just have like occasional big candles that drop big health. So, you know. Basically, so we spend less time looking at the walls and more time, you know, running straight down the corridors, which, like I was saying, that is, as a side-scroller, those are the same action, running down the corridor and whipping stuff on the wall. It's the same action. Here, because you need to turn, you need to stare at the wall, they are separate actions. What is that noise? It has me so worried. Or you do the thing, talking about visual language. I think we were talking about that last week. Blah! Okay. Have like resource candles and then have like regular light candles, so that way you at least know, okay. So you can still have the look of candles everywhere or whatever, but you know, like, okay, but these are the ones that I need to worry about whipping to gain supplies, versus here are the ones that are just here for the sake of looking like candles, looking like what you're expecting. Aesthetic candles versus functional candles, you know? Hey, buddy. Oh, he does not like that. Love it. I'm so nearly dead. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna save here because I just totally missed that. Okay, but no, that's good. That was a window to your goal, and we're working at it. And if I had noticed that we were going to get in here, I might have actually paid attention to the route we were taking. Oh, we gotta go all the way back, huh? No, okay, because this looks like... This is how my brain has been ruined. I look at this, and the first thing I think of is not like catacombs or mass graves or whatever, but those videos of the guy, multiple people, whatever, shoving ramen into cracks and then sanding and painting it and repairing everything with ramen. This looks like the middle step of that, except instead of ramens, it's whole skeletons. You know, I kind of noticed the, like, rooms behind bars. Did not put together that this was, like, a torture dungeon. I was still kind of working under the assumption that it was just some sort of, like, blood processing plant, which... I don't know what that says about me. Back across. And this is the upstairs, so the drop. Because we're going right here. Good, 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 good. See, something about this room just makes me go like, oh, this is a sewer level. Just, you know, blood sewer. Why are these different? Hey, hi, why are these different? Oh, crimson skeletons, so they shall not stay down. So we need to skedaddle. I am playing this badly. Could have been worse. I skipped a whole bunch of candles. Yeah. So let's talk about the crimson skeletons, because, like... No, I'd rather have the... Cross-shed is not a word, never mind the word. boomerang? The cross boomerang? Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. What is the line about how to tell if you're in a horror movie or an action movie? And it's about if we know we can kill it, then it's an action movie. If we know how to kill it, it's an action movie. If we don't know if it can be killed, then it's a horror movie or something like that. I'm getting that wrong, but like, I always found that applied to video games as well. Maybe even a little bit stronger because of the sort of like direct involvement and agency you have in a video game. And that was, listen, I won't lie, I'm pretty sure most of the important thematic points of Silent Hill 2 went extremely over my head. But I always thought that Pyramid Head was like a good example of how to do a horror, was how to do a horror enemy in a video game, because I still don't know if you can kill that fool. Because you think about video games that are action games, where you're the hero, where you feel very much in control, and it's just like, all right, how cool can this game make me feel? And you think about games where you have weapons, you have, you know, stats, and anything where you can see the enemy's hit bar, right? Anything where you have like a lot of information and a lot of agency. Because having information makes you feel powerful, because it makes you feel prepared to make decisions and create plans of action, right? But in the way I experienced Silent Hill 2, at least, was like no health bars, weak weapons, and this creature who was dangerous to you but didn't even flinch from what you did to him. So you get this real sense of just like, I don't know if I'm hurting this guy. I don't know if I can kill him. It's because like it's one thing to be in like an RPG and you see, you know, where you see like numbers pop off and then you see it just come up and say immune, because then it's just like, oh, I can't do anything about this. Again, you have the information and you make your plan of action, and you know, okay, let's we can't defeat him, so let's just book it, right? But when you don't have something like a health bar and you just don't know what your level of agency in the situation is, that can make it sort of terrifying, because it's just like, well, I don't know. Am I hurting? Like, it leaves questions open in a really that wasn't great. Oh, how are we supposed to get to that door? Interesting. Is that a secret? Is that a fake door for the sake of... Oh, maybe that way. Oh, because this is a key door. Removing your ability to... Keeping information hidden from the player removes their ability to make plans and decisions, and therefore, like, diminishes the strength of their agency. You can still take actions, But if you don't know what your actions are doing, I mean, from a psychological standpoint, that's basically what causes learned helplessness. If you do something and you don't see anything change, then the lesson you take from that is, oh, doing this doesn't affect anything, and that lesson stays with you. And like that, depending on the situation, and other patterns you've learned in your life, you go like, oh, okay, so doing this does nothing, I just won't even try doing that anymore. And in like a video game, when the action that you're teaching learned helplessness in relation to is, attacking monsters and defeating enemies, then you just go like, oh, I can't do anything about oh, the key was up there. You just get this sense of like, okay, well then it is sort of a video game teaching helplessness in that sense, and it makes you feel helpless, Do I get double boomerang now? And I always thought that was really effective. But like, it needs to work in horror games, right? Because when we've seen, we've all seen a video game where, especially like older ones or like arcade ones or something, a game where like a regular, it's an action game, but then a boss behaves that way in your regular action. Oh, we got fancy all of a sudden. Oh, I never even tried to whip these, huh? Ow. Okay. There's that whole pattern there I just wasn't reading. When it happens in action games, it's just frustrating because like we know it's an action game. We pretty much know that everything presented to us we can destroy. So then it becomes like a when you see a big enemy who doesn't like respond to you and doesn't seem to be, getting destroyed when you attack them, then that creates frustration because this thing that, this very solid lesson that you've been taught is being undermined, and you're saying like, why can I not treat this the same as everything else, the way that you taught me I could treat everything? And so, in an action game, the player's agency is sort of been promised. So a monster who you can't... Yeah, no, I'm just playing sloppy now. Is it because I've started? No, I got decent health going in. I just... Okay. Like, the player's agency has been promised to them, and so when you say, actually, no, this one doesn't care about you, it becomes frustrating. Because, like, you also still know, like, no, the rules still apply. I can kill it. It's just, it doesn't seem to want to believe that, and it becomes like a weird butting of heads, or like it's, it is not comforting to notice, what do they call it? Contraindications? It's like, hey, here's this thing that I know to be sure, but I'm seeing evidence that it might be the other way, and why would that be the case? Have I been lied to? Is something not the same? Is something not true? And then it's maybe that's, really only applies to people of a certain mindset, brains that work a certain way, but that's certainly what I find, at least. That big fight up there, which was whatever. I was hoping to be able to get the key and have more health left over, but I guess not. This is all money. do I save here anyway? What did I face last time that killed me instantly over there? Right. Okay. Wow, that's really rough, actually. Yeah, hard cost is no object right now. Really got to listen for that bone noise. With that bone noise is how I am. Right now. Oh, good. I'll take that. I'm going to save right here, because I think that's about as good as I'm going to get through that section. Was I saying something? I don't remember. Bats. As though money matters. But I know it's there, so I want it. It's points. Don't you know you need to collect points? Have I talked yet about my strongly held distinction between points and resources? So here is safe? Currently here is safe. God, is there a safe spot there? It seems kind of at that pillar. I'll follow this, and then we'll go here. And then I'll try to stay right here. Okay. What if we just go? What if we just go and this had chicken? Damn it, and this had chicken. I'll take it. It's not great, but I'll take it. Well, boss store, so one of these had to be chicken. See, consistency. I'll give them consistency. Hey, what are we fighting today? We went from the blood dungeon to... Right. Death. Whoa, 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 whoa! Ooh, that was close for just running at him and dumping. That was close. You know, I still can't get over the bump mapping on so many of these textures. Like, honestly, it's just weird to see Doom with bump mapping.
It's over, Blaubald.
In the middle, right? Yeah. doesn't like being hit by the whip. To be fair, I don't think I would either. Nope, he's got that. He's got that skull flamethrower, which is powerful tool in his arsenal.
It's over, Balbal.
Am I really getting him from like this far away? No. Okay, if I can start. Also, I do like that detail. That is an aesthetic detail. Like, yes, it is a raised center platform, but it is because there's a death blood pit underneath it. Like, that's.
It's over, Balbal.
It really paints a grim purpose for this room. I think that's the move that's really melting me when it comes out. Do I want to just stay angled? Stay ranged? Alright, when he does the side slash, I think we want to go in and they'll pass over the heads. And when he does orb, we want to go sideways to sort of stay ahead of the stream. It's interesting because everything, all the sides bouncing around the room, like I would love to think that there's a pattern to those that I could distinguish to like avoid them or destroy them or something, but it feels like they're kind of just there to put a death timer, because like, yeah, no, you're just gonna get cut as this fight goes on. Like in a way where like this also doesn't necessarily feel fun. In a way where it's just like, yeah, no, you're not like, this doesn't feel like it's designed to be a fair fight. It's like, I'm just trying to keep like constant motion. I don't know if that's actually helping anything. I'm not actually staying ahead of them by going sideways, am I?
It's over, Balbal.
Yeah, no, that's just from the sights. Where are the sights going? Is there a safe place? Do I want to go like corner to corner and stick?
It's over, Balbal.
Oh, come on, please. Oh, boy.
We will meet again.
Please give me that. Yeah, I didn't really do anything different, and it just, like, Just gotta kind of wait for it to work out. That's like, oh, right, that noise. I hate that noise. Conceptually, that boss fight's alright. It's got some interesting thoughts to it, but it is kind of just a bunch of noise. Alright, this might be it. Hey, listen, if it's a short stream today, I think I'm okay with that. Oh, Bloodlines. Oh, so this is great, is what this is. Don't get it twisted. I think this right here is great. Oh, are we gonna go up the big staircase? I love to go up the big staircase. My favorite feature is big staircase. Man, that ain't even a joke. That ever since I started playing Minecraft, my favorite thing to do is just like, oh yeah, no, I'll build the staircase from the bloodline fight. Oh my god, they are different. Very subtly, but this will be a weapon. Wow, extremely subtle. I remember calling that out last week, and I just... Or calling out that they should do that, but yeah, no, they did it, I just did not notice. Oh, that means it's going to be a Dracula fight. Oh. That's fine. Hey, what's over there? Can we get over there? What was that? Is that you? It's falling behind us. You know what? If the bats wanna, they can just... Yahoo! And they shall. Okay. Nope, I'm wasting my time. Clock tower. Hi! Old Bony Filoni. You know, I was wondering how they were going to do a clock tower level, and I'm not upset. Honestly, this is... I'm upset about that part, but that's mostly on me. Alright, we're going. We've got enough. All memorable stuff sort of redone. You don't necessarily get to see it falling behind you, but you get that panic of it's falling behind you, I'll tell you what. Oh, it's just not reaching. This is going to be the killer part. It's just the jumping, right? Okay. But we're in. We're safe. Nice. Oh yeah, no. At this point, I'm just saving every 5 seconds. Here? No, I don't have the reach yet. Here, maybe? Okay. The weapon candles are different. I'm losing my mind. Not because it's unexpected, but just I'm embarrassed I missed it, maybe? Oh, this is terrible. That's so rude. we're not gonna be able to get that from another angle, are we? You're a weapon that you might want because that's got like infinite reach and you could nail that from here. That was very bad. Okay. Okay, red key. Hey, do you have chicken? Okay, okay. Whoa, colors. Nah, I don't trust that fool to stand there. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I remember him. Is super unfair enemies and their placement a, You know, I haven't played a lot of the Castlevania in my time. I've watched a bunch of it. I beat Symphony once. What was the PSP one? The Dracula X Chronicles? I beat that one partially just because I knew it had Symphony on the disc, and I was like, oh, I should get that because then I can play Symphony. But I think I actually preferred the Dracula X more than Symphony. At that time, at least. I don't know if that still holds up. I'm also just honestly kind of sort of questioning myself at this point because I always felt like I was a fan of the Vania and Metroidvania, which is just shocking because I really can't bring myself to like Metroid, which is like, you know, fine taste, but like, you know, when it's the two games that are sort of like, you know, begrudgingly but universally combined into one genre, it's like, how can I only love half of that if they're similar enough that they got combined together? When you're talking about it forever, like, how can I only be a fan of one and not the other? And you know what? I got no idea. I love Vania, don't like a Metroid. I think it's also a part about the Metroid doesn't feel good to me, you know. Just like the way Samus in the suit controls. Like, it's an interesting thought because it's, you know, Super Metroid, which is, you know, a god game for some people. SNES had a lot of god games on it. But like, aim up and down with the triggers, and I'm like, this is what you do in a mech game. This is supposed to be like a badass, awesome. And okay, so like, you know, especially for a time, part of like my definition of mech games is like awkward controls, or maybe, you know, unintuitive controls, because that helps heighten the sense of you are in control of a body that is not your own. You are controlling this other body. Wow, this must be a big level or something. And so the idea of like, yeah, no, of course it's hard to control. Like, that's on purpose. Like, okay, like I can excuse that for mech games. And if you want to talk about the Varia suit or whatever Metroid suit is. Yeah, no, you know Metroid Varia, the star of the Metroid games. That's a bird. Hi, they're gonna let me write Sesame Street next season. That's a bird. Boomerang. I don't know. Maybe it was like, you know, misrepresentation, mispitched to me or something. Because like when I saw Super Metroid, I was like, oh, that must be like a cool game about like jumping and doing cool things, and it is. It is so much about movement when you look at, you know, space jump and screw attack and shine spark and other really esoteric, only important to that game kind of bullcrap. But like, the way I put it the other day, watching someone I follow stream some Super Metroid, is that like really everything in the game is fine, but there's this like weird feeling of like it was not designed for a human to be playing it. Like just the way it expects inputs, and I don't know. It just like which again is like you wanna raise issues about the way it feels to play, and then we just get back to talking about like, yeah, no, and Castlevania and no air control and a merman knocks you into a bottomless pit and you die. Like, yeah, that is a different thing though. Like broadly, those are similar topics, those are similar experiences, but I don't know. Controls are something I've always been really picky about, because it's definitely that feeling of what is it? The controls should not get in the way of playing a game. Controlling the game should not be part of the challenge of the game. Which is funny, because I just said that it was a good thing in mech games. Maybe not a good thing, or maybe it's not a challenge. It's not getting in the way, but it is like inserting an awkwardness, but it's not like holding you up. Like last time I tried to play Super Metroid, the like it felt like dropped inputs, which is part of why I don't play fighting games, because I feel like that's where you would really talk about missed inputs and stuff like that, and just like, yeah, no, not a fan, broadly or specifically speaking. I don't know. I can't believe the candles are actually different. I don't know how I missed that. I don't know how I missed that. I don't know if I didn't have the speed or if his hitbox was still up when I hit the ledge, but where is he? Where is he? Oh! No, this is the old one. Okay. That's not a shortcut. That would be a back cut. That's really cool, though, that it gives us like, hey, remember how you were here, and now here's the new one. I'm a fan of that. Hey. What? You? Now that looks like a secret among secrets. Do I want to deal with that? I'm here. That's chicken. I'll explore. It's just money, and then it's a hard trip back up. That is ridiculous range on that whip. Also, I should call out these gears on the side. That is... Okay, so I guess those are walls that... Well, okay, no. So we're working in like an IPK3 file or whatever, and you can... Again, Z-Doom is a very powerful engine, and you can kind of just put whatever you want into these. Like, those could be 3D models, but the way that they're, like, sliced like that down the side, like, those could be walls with the rotating animated texture and then just lined up to give them thickness. But also just the details there of having the animated gears, that's, Hey, how do we get back up from here? Okay, no, we made it here. You get this timing and structure, did you hear, etc. Okay. Yeah, see, they're in touch range when they still look like they're far away. They don't ever really get in your face. Uh-huh. Okay, clock tower, clock tower. I am loving this clock tower, to be sure. All these gears and belts that are just sticking out for no reason. It makes no sense, and it's beautiful, and it's wonderful. Also, just something about the, I missed it. Oh, how far back does that put me? The idea of, like, the rotating gears and moving platforms during super sort of tight, platforming sequences. I've always been a fan. I think just because they're, like, extra hard makes me feel extra good when I get through them. And it's not like, I'm known for liking a hard platformer. I want to say it was one of the first things I streamed when it was like, I'm gonna stream for the sake of pushing the button and saying I streamed and not like having any idea, but like I played Phoenix Raid at some point, which was like a Meat Boy Meat Boy inspired, I guess is the kind way of saying it. And I do want to be kind. I thought that game was pretty good. They decided, hey, let's take Meat Boy, but let you just jump infinitely. You know, like basically fly. And how do you make you know, how do you build levels around that where that's not just overpowered? And like, kind of by basically creating a bullet hell where you don't do any of the shooting. And like, you know what? I thought it was rad. I was into it. I still like that game. I still think about it now and then. I don't think I've actually gone back to it yet, unfortunately, but definitely it left an impression, I'll say that much. Yep, nope, y'all want to be like this. Okay. We're looking for a key. We're looking for a yellow key, I think. Oh, this is hard. And so am I. I'm here to jump across conveyor belts and chew bubblegum. Does anybody have any gum? Ow. Got him. Ooh! Ooh! Wow! That was actually cool placement. Make you do something hard. Take the leap. That was actually really cool because we talk a lot about. I'm glad I saved. We talk a lot about a DooM map that puts the thing you need right out in the open, easy to get to, but make it trigger the trap. And for being like a platformer puzzle, this was kind of doing the exact same thing here, right? It's just saying like, no. Here's the thing you need. You getting it involves, you know, doing the hard thing. I thought it was going the other way. Why do we even still have telephones? Well, now I know where to cycle it. Okay, if you run, you don't even need to jump there. That's interesting. Just do it. Just go. It's fine. It'll be fine. Just do it. Oh, hello. Ow. Ow. Boy, I just got hit in the face with 2 axes. Instead of moving, I should just stand here, leave myself open, and see how much health that made me lose. Okay, so the whip will knock those away. I just lost it. I had words to say and then I didn't say them, which is my default state. No, you can whip those axes away, but if you're trying to, I don't know if his fire rate is sort of in sync with your whip rate. So if they don't sync up, but you're trying to like have a shield of constant whipping, that might not actually work out because he might still have a might still be able to get access through. I can just yes, there it is. Who are they? Are they like sprite rips of Castlevania characters? No known Castlevanoids. I like grabbing screenshots. What do you want? Food and food. That's a Dracula door. Okay. Good call. All right. If you were doing the thing here. Yep, okay. Near the door where you come in, there's a secret switch that opens a staircase to a place that's just filled with stuff. Secret vault. So there was also like one of every like sub-weapon type, so you just had your pick for the final battle. Hey, you know what? I expected it, I was looking for it, and it was there, so good on you. You did the thing. Yeah, normally it would be like you whip up here. God! Remember when James Rolfe was hidden in a wall earlier in this game? That was weird. I would expect I whip here and it opens a thing and then he's in there again. Hey, listen, you do it once, you set a tone, and it's not unfair to expect that tone again. Is that gonna be what I wanted? Alright. Well, I've got the hard save.
So ends the great battle.
Oh, he's gonna have forms? Alright, it's hurting him. If you really nail that placement. Ooh. Oh, you need to jump for that one. I think. Or you just eat that damage. Can you whip those projectiles, maybe? You're not doing the most damage, so... This is a cool throne room battle. Oh, hey, what's up? Okay. Gotta jump over that. Okay. Yeah, no, I want that hard load because I want that. I'm back here. That's fine. I think I really want this boomerang going into that battle, especially for that last form, because if that's another one where, like, I'm gonna have to... like, stay ranged to minimize damage, then this is the better range weapon. Has this been following a particular level set? Like, is this like first person Dracula X specifically? Alright, well, Rondo of Blood, I guess, is what X was based on? So cool out here. I love that staircase. Yeah, it's kind of just a staircase, but it's rad. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna hit this. This will be the fastest way to make sure we're jazzed up. It's points. I don't care about points. I do care about collecting. It's a weird... It's a finicky distinction, I tell you that. Alright. Let's go eat them.
So ends the great battle.
Did I take a hit? I took a hit. Can I whip those? Oh. I wonder if the math just works out that, like, tanking the hits in this phase to get multiple whips in actually, is, like, the more efficient play. Like, if you tank the hits, you end up... Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't good. Yeah, no, yeah. Ooh, nice. Nice. If you get them lined up, you can negate those. Okay, good. Okay, not bad, not bad. Could I be trying to jump those? Probably. Those hurt. Okay, that was a fast first phase, though. Do I actually want to stay still for that? This is not a bad take on this fight. Oh, come on. Oh, so close. Good. Oh, is there going to be a hole upside down in here? Oh, I didn't even think about upside down castles. You get like 3 frames to read which attack it's going to be. If you're looking at him when he spawns. I think he is like... I think he does have like limited teleport distance, so if you end up next to him, he'll stay next to you. Oh boy. Right. Video games. Wahoo!
Impossible! Not this time!
Hang on. Before I touch that. Chair. Also, what's behind him? Oh, his coffin. Cool. No, that's cool. Cool details. This is what I love to see. Cool details. What MIDI instrument was that? Oh. Yep. Nope. Goodbye. Sink it. Whip sprites. Weapon sway. Captain Toenail? Shout out to Jimmy for the fonts. Oh, it's a boy over here. Yeah, those two. I mean, he was in the game, so. Okay, if there was some sort of involvement, if they were friends, that does change, like, that context does change the tenor of that secret a little bit. I'm not totally sure how, but. Get 15. Get 150,000 to unlock the Upside Down Castle. Oh no, it's just gonna stick there. Okay. Cool. Hey, that was rad. That was rad. That whole thing was rad. I loved everything about that. Solid all the way through. I don't know, like, the big gag is the whole thing that it is, right? And as it goes on, that novelty wears off, so it felt like the back end was a little long in the tooth. But honestly, if you actually look at the sort of design decisions, the just the ways that it ports everything over, the way that it sort of interprets the 2D, you know, the 2D representation of the spaces and turns them into the 3D spaces, I think they did a fantastic job. It did a fantastic job feeling like what those 2D views were representing, you know? I think it did a fantastic job of that. And it was fun. Overall, that was fun. Of course, there's a couple of suggestions I might suggest for improvements, but like sometimes perfect things are less interesting. Sometimes perfectly polished things are less interesting. I'm not sure why, but I swear that's like, I don't know if because like the well polished is also kind of the safer route in a lot of ways, and if it's safe, it's less interesting. It's less novel when it's safe. I don't know if it's a theory I'm working on, but that was cool. If you this would be worth downloading ZDoom for. Like if you don't have Doom, Free Doom, any of that. Oh, right. We still got to check out Free Doom 2 at some point. Or the other episodes of Free Doom. Ooh. I gotta need to put those back on the list. I took them off preemptively. I would tell you to play this even if you're not like, I didn't play enough Metroid Prime to make any comparisons there, but like this was cool. Like if you had a download that was just ZDoom and this was like the pack-in for that, that's really cool. That's a great thing. This alone is reason enough to download ZDoom, I think, is kind of the way I would pitch it. But yeah, that was over. That's going to be a bit shorter for today. I want to thank you for joining me. I want to remind you again, keep an eye on this space or the link below if you're watching the archive on YouTube to find out more about Extra Life, the run I'm going to be doing, and how you can donate to support children's hospitals. It's now more than ever for real. And listen, everybody's having a tough time. Help where you can. That's kind of the rule I try to live by, is help where you can. Yeah. So again, that's going to do it. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, stay home as much as you can. Wear a mask if you do go out. Wash your hands a whole bunch. Raise the voices of those who don't have the power to advocate for themselves. And the rule that underlines the rest of the rules is take care of one another. I'll see you next time.